Hello there, how are you? I've got a treat for you. We're gonna strut, we're gonna walk down to ACDC Lane for a look. It's a long walk to the top if you wanna rock and roll. How are you all today? So, what that means is we're going to ACDC Lane. We call ACDC Acadaka here. We do not call them ACDC, even though we did name the Laneway as such. So I hope you're all well. I've just had a really nice Christmas lunch. I'm up the top end of the city at the moment. I was down at Flinders Street before. So we've got Parliament up here. Still very sunny. It's 31 degrees here at the moment, which I think is roughly... Hello, Pug. How are you, love? I went live a couple of minutes early. Thank you. We're going to ACDC Lane. So what you're going to see in ACDC Lane is a lot of really cool street art. You're also going to see 3D artwork coming out the side of the wall. It's quite cool. There's a lot of really nice little laneways down here with some really funky street art as well. So I'll try to go out of my way to do that. It does look like the image is a bit jumpy, everyone. I do apologise. Hopefully it sorts itself out. So I'm in the middle of Melbourne CBD at the moment, and it is full of laneways like this. And as we were showing you earlier, really tall buildings. Really tall buildings. So this is the high end of town where I am at the moment. So all of the nicer area. So a lot of the better businesses. That's what we'd call a ute, which you also call a pickup truck over in America. So we call it a ute. UTE, short for utilitarian vehicle. There we go. We've got some butterflies up there, which are a state of mind. So what we're doing is we're walking down Flinders Lane at the moment, and we are heading down to ACDC Lane. And hopefully I can do a little singing for you all. So I hope you've all had a good day. For some of you it will be Christmas Eve, for some it will be Christmas Day. It is Christmas Day for me, roughly 4:15 p.m. So, hello, really good to see you, Mary. I hope you are well. Hello, hello. Okay. Hey, look at that. Beautiful sun. Beautiful, beautiful sun here. We've got some nice palm trees as well. And some random nutter talking to himself. It's often the way of Melbourne. Some would say that it's me walking around filming for you. So there we go. Let's catch a little bit of the sun there while we can. Hello, She-Devil. Really nice to see you. I hope you are well. Welcome, welcome. I'm in Melbourne at the moment. I'm just walking down to ACDC Lane so I can show that to you all. It is a very hot Christmas day here, so I hope you are well. So let's sing a little, shall we? So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? I spent lots of time in there, up to mischief in my youth. I think we all have places like that, and that one is bluestone that we quarry here It's been known as so many things in its time. It was one of the places in the city that was always open at 4 o'clock in the morning when everything else closed. Hello, Druzy, really, really good to see you. Hello, JM, really, really good to see you. Hello, Piggy News Network, really good to see you. Hello, She-Devil. Sorry if I've missed anyone. It's a little hard to see the chat. It's rather bright here, as you can probably tell. And we're nearly at ACDC Lane. Hello, Shell. Hello, Nevaeh. Hello, hello. So, as a lot of you will know, ACDC are from Australia. And we have a laneway here we've named after them that's got some really cool 3D artwork and stuff like that. So I'm going to take you there now. So, let me give you a quick look at where we are while I mega love shout out to you all. So here we go. And as you can see, we probably drive on the different side of the road to the rest of you, but to us it's the right side. So here we go. So, do any of you have a favourite ACDC song? I must admit, I like a lot of them. And depending on how many people are there, I might even sing for you a little. We'll see how we go. So, we're not too far off. So one of the things I do love about Melbourne, how cool is that, is you get all this really interesting stuff. Like that's a really nice facade there. There we go. And of course I worked with wire and metal for a long time. So any nice metal work I will instantly go for. And I love the fact that we've got oak trees everywhere here and lots of different trees all through the city. So this is right in the middle of the CBD, and as you can see there's still a lot of greenery everywhere. So you'll always have parks, trees. We really try to make sure all of our native wildlife has the right things, and all of these are now planted with native plants. So that's to try to encourage, the local birds and stuff. Here, I'll show you this one. It looks like it's in flower. Cannot for the life of me tell you what that one is, but that's okay. I'm sure someone may know what it is, but it will be one of the Australian. It might be caperberry, but I could be wrong. It's one of our Australian natives, so my cat got a tiny bit of butter. That's what my cat got. And I have just been to my father's house, so when I get home I'm going to get in trouble for smelling like the cat that used to terrorise him. So there's an interesting roof here. There you go. And a lot of our architecture's changed here. In the past it used to be so much of the Art Deco, Gothic kind of styles, and now it's all this really cool reflective glass, strange angles, everything like that. So we get a huge variety of stuff. Now a couple of these alleys do have some really nice street art in them. So when we get down to the other side of this next main road, I'll show you some cool street art as well. It's like Kiwis, Kia ora. There we go. A bit more of the sun for you all. Okay, so on that note, we are not too far from our destination. And heading down this way, we've also got Hosier Lane, which is the main street art laneway in Melbourne. So I'll take you to ACDC Lane, and then I'll keep walking down to Hosier Lane, and we'll do as much street art as we can find. So here's some more never-ending construction. And it's such a mix of styles here at the moment. Okay, so let me see at the very least. Hello Radio Nerd, really good to see you. So it's nearly 32 degrees here at the moment, Celsius, which will be roughly 90 degrees Fahrenheit today. Some Christmas days are a lot hotter, so we've had a lot worse. There's some nice street art down there. So yeah, it is a hot day. We are in the middle of summer here, so... But I know it's quite different for everyone over, there you go, 89.6. It's very different for everyone over in the States at the moment. I know you've got a huge problem, as does the UK. There's a lot of areas that, not yet. We've had floods. We've had major floods, and it's normally hotter. So hopefully, because there's been a huge amount of water, we might be okay, but you never know. We do go through a normal fire and drought process here as well. So I'm very much hoping that we do not get floods this year, but we'll see what happens. So we are nearly on the street art area. So there's a couple of laneways just on the other side of Russell Street here that have some... And what we're looking for. So oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a block down. We're meant to be up this way. Okay, let's go for a walk. I'm like, we should have already walked past it by now. I'm a street over. So we've just come down Little Collins, and we actually want to be on Flinders Lane. So we're going to head down there now. So this is one of the nicer areas here as well. There's quite a cool church on the corner here as well. I walked down the wrong street. I'm heading in the right general direction. Which is fine. So here we go. So this is a lot of we get a lot of the red and the yellow stone that's quarried here, and a lot of that will be used in this building here. It's a pretty little garden. Ooh. I do apologise if anyone's not modded up as well. It's a little hard to do it while I'm walking, so I will try to get you all shortly. So we've got some pretty stuff. So this is a high end where you have your Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Versace, all those kind of stores, Armani, everything like that. So this is the nicer street in Melbourne, and here is a tram. Thank you. I can't believe I walked down the wrong street, hey? But hey, that's life. Okay, so let you have a look down Collins Street while I walk down. I like the fact that all the trees meet in the middle here as well. Gives you a degree of shade and stuff like that. And we certainly need it at certain times of the years. So there we go. So what we're doing is we're heading down towards Federation Square now, and we're going to actually find ourselves in ACDC Lane. There's some nice detail. A lot of the buildings down here have the really nice Art Deco detail and stuff like that. This is a Louis Vuitton store there. There's a man. That's pretty cool. And here's some street art. We'll just show you this while we're here. So at the moment there seems to be Avatar pictures everywhere. So from what I can gather, because the movie premiere is coming out, they got all the street artists to do Avatar inspired street art, because I've seen so much of it today. So here we go. Let's have a quick look at all of this for you. Hello Becky, really good to see you. I hope you are well. So here we go. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but I do know there's a new Avatar movie coming out, and I'm figuring because she's blue, that's probably where it's from. So there we go. There's a little bit of art for us, and we'll head down this next one. So let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. So this is one of our nicer hotels, the Hyatt here. Oh, the Grand Hyatt, just in case. And more of our lovely oak trees. And there's also some of the older Art Deco style architecture and stuff around here. And here we go. I drew a Kia today. There is 2 of them. So I drew a Kia as a native New Zealand parrot. And my father has a really nice bronze statue of one that I did a drawing of, which he asked to keep, so it is there. I'll show you a photo of it later. So there we go, there's a couple of Kias. There we go. So you never know what you're going to find in Melbourne. Every time you look on a side angle, you'll see something you want to go and investigate. And that's what a lot of it's about. So, sorry, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat then. Nevaeh's a leopard, nice. Perfect. Okay. So, take 2. So as I said, this is the high end of town. So here you got your Chanel store. And this ahead of here is definitely what I like about the architecture and the old Art Deco style and stuff there. So now we're in the right place. So let's go look at street art and see what we find. All of these little lanes here will be full of street art. So let's do it. This one's only got a watch and it says, when are we going to do it? We're going to do it now. Okay. And as you can see, more trees everywhere. They put a lot of these areas in when lockdown happened, so out of the outdoor dining and stuff. So this is also all of the bluestone that we mine and stuff here, which I particularly like. And you'll see a lot of that in these little laneways that I'm about to head into as well. Including the ground here is always bluestone as well. So, would you like to see some street art? We've got Julian Assange straight ahead. So, we're on Hickson Lane at the moment. Okay. And an Angus Young. So this is an ACDC lane, but we are heading in the right direction. So let me show you what's here. We have an Angus Young. We have an Elton John. We have a, I don't know who that is. Someone that's had a moustache drawn on them. We have a baby Yoda. Okay, let's see what else we have down here. We've got Einstein and Marley over here. So there we go. We've got a Bob Marley. We've got an Einstein. We've got a UFO. Okay. So this is Crispin, one of my, Casper, one of my favourite Melbourne street artists. It's been around for a long time. So they have a very distinctive style, always a lot of colour, always really, really nice lines. So there you go, Casper is the name of that artist, and we will see quite a few of their work around. They've been doing it for as long as I can remember. So one of the old crew. Right, now up ahead here is Julian Assange. So Julian Assange is from Melbourne, also known for WikiLeaks. Everything like that is a Melbourne person. I did used to know them socially back in the day when I was a teenager, but that was long, long ago. So let me just give us a zoom in. So there we got some Julian Assange. Okay, and I'm not quite sure what all these other ones here are, but let's have a quick look. Yeah, it can be dangerous in the city, and because it's daylight, we're all good. Hello, Sun and Fun, really good to see you. Okay, so let's make sure I haven't missed anyone. Hello, No Blue Lines, really good to see you. Hello, hello. So there we go. I'm a big fan of mandalas, so there we go. There's a mandala there. This is the MCG, which is our main cricket sporting ground, I guess. And down here we've got what all of our laneways are full of, pigeons, aka turtle doves. So that's a turtle dove. You also get a lot of them in America. You'll get them in all the laneways. So here we got two magpies on the wall. There is great debate about in street art about pasties, which is this style, versus street art. So a pasty is a printed image that's just put on the wall like wallpaper, and street art is actually printed on. I personally am anti-pasty, but it is each to their own. And I am looking at getting into the street art side of things. I will never do a pasty. Hello. So let's show you a little bit more Baby Yoda on the way past. Chicken nuggets I want. Yes, is what it says next to that. That's hilarious. Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to do a real quick battery check. Yeah, we're good for the moment. Any pug art, we may very well find some. And if there isn't any here, we might have to do some for you. So, okay. So let's head on down to ACDC Lane. Okay. Now I am going to need to take a load off in a minute because my feet need a rest. But we might sit down for a minute when we get to ACDC Lane, appreciate some of the artwork. Okay, so here we go, everyone. You've been thunderstruck. Okay, we made it, everyone. So there's an Obama. There's a I don't know what. There's a Pink Floyd Delicate Sound of Thunder is what that one's from. That's from Yellow Submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. So coming down this way, you'll start to see we've got some 3D artwork coming out of the walls too, which I'll show you in a second. So these are the Led Zeppelin logos and stuff like that. So here we go. We are on ACDC Lane, or as we'd call it, Akadaka. Akadaka, mate. So there we go. There's some Bon Scotts. Hello, Purple Moon. Really good to see you. So let's go show you some art. So there we go. These are the Led Zeppelin, Zozo. That's their symbols. This one I always quite liked. So here we go. It's quite a cool one. Definitely some nice colours. So when we come down to the bottom here, you'll see there are actually artworks done of ACDC that come out of the wall. And there's another area around the bottom. So there we go. We've got the Velvet Underground, Rolling Stones. I'm not sure who that is. Hello. So, there's Frank Zappa. So I got a request for Frank Zappa the other day. This makes me very happy. Your stink foot put a hurt on my nose. Can I wipe it off? Do you suppose? Okay, so that's Frank Zappa. The crux of the biscuit is the apostrophe. So, let there be rock, it says here. So let me read this to you. It says, this park acknowledges live music lovers who pledge money to help pay for soundproofing works at Cherry Bar, ACDC Lane, Melbourne. Let there be rock. So there is obviously a place called Cherry Bar here, and that's where that comes from, and hence why we have so many awesome musicians on the wall. So the first of our ACDC ones coming out of the wall is just up ahead, but I'll show you what's behind me quickly before we do that. So here we go. We've got some more art on the other side. I'm not 100% sure who a lot of these are. Hello, Government Watchdog News. Really good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. So here we go. Now this one up here is off a Nirvana album cover. There you go. I got a feeling I'm meant to recognise that, but I don't. It does look tiny bit Iggy Pop, but it's not. Rest in peace, Malco, it says there. So there we go. So here we go. I did promise you some ACDC stuff. So here is number one. So they do all come out of the wall. They're all 3D. So here we go. One Bon Scott. Okay, and there is more around the corner, so let's keep walking. So, there's Malcolm Young, who died recently. So Malcolm Young was also in the Easy Beats and quite a few other... Sorry, George was in the Easy Beats. He was in some other bands as well. So there's a really cool artwork just above me here. So I'm going to do a scroll for everyone. It's very cool. So this one's way up the side of the building. So there we go. And I do look forward to the day. So there's some more of the Casper stuff. When I see some of my own work up here. So there you go. Casper was the one I was talking about before. So Casper I'm a massive fan of. Casper's one of our longer term. See, and I recognise their style. So this is Casper here. Always really nice lines, always really bright. And I'll show you, this bit's really cool. So there you go. There's a nice little landscape in there. So there you go. That is Casper. And there's obviously other people that have been involved in this wall here as well. So heading on down, we've got more of the ACDC stuff, and we've got another street full of street art up ahead. So let's take you there. It's hard sometimes to get all of the artwork in. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. And there's so much going on, you never quite know where to look, which is not a bad problem to have. I'm not big fan of this Ed Hardy style, but you know, people seem to like it. So there you go. Okay, so there's quite a bit here, so I'm gonna work slowly and show you as much as I can. So there's another Casper one up ahead who I was talking about. Really distinctive style. So here you go, there's another Casper. And there's some really cool stuff in here. And I've got a Prince. So I hope you're all liking the street art. So it looks like some more Casper work there. I could be wrong. There's a really cool lion up here. So, and look, a lot of you will know that I love colour in all its forms, and it's certainly something you get a lot of in this area, so makes me happy. There we go. There's some boobs with flowers up there. Okay, so let's have a look at what else we got here. Sorry, I do apologise. I'm finding it a little hard to see the chat at the moment, so if I have missed anyone, I do apologise. I do like these eyes, caught my attention before. So there we go. I hope you're all enjoying this. Show you what else we have here. Pardon me, everyone. Hello, Skywatcher Stephen. Hello, Harvinder. Really good to see you. Okay. I can definitely shoot the sky. I'll try and catch the sun for us. It's behind me at the moment. I must admit I've been looking up at the sky quite often because, hey, I am a bit obsessed. So there we go. There's another really bright street art. That's something out of one of the crappy Marvel bullshit comics for people that have no imagination. It is meant to be 1080p, so hopefully my coverage is going well. There you go, the United States of Nothing, it says up here. Let's have a look. The United States of Nothing. Okay. And then we've got more pasties here. Hello, African Grey. Really good to see you. I hope you are well. No squares or hippies. Oh my God. It's a hippie free zone. That's hilarious. Okay, so I don't think we've got much else behind me. And there's one piece. I want to see if it's still here because I was actually with someone when they put some of this down, but I think it's been covered. Stuff gets covered very quickly. So there's a big rivalry here. So people put the art down officially and then people come and tag over the top of it. So it's an endless battle to a large degree. So I'm a hippie too, trust me. I'm a hippie too. I prefer the term fully fledged tree hugger, but I'm definitely a hippie too. So there you go, everyone. That was ACDC Lane, and we're in the little laneway that comes off down the back at the moment. So I hope you do and have enjoyed this. So we're in Duckboard Place at the moment. go. I spent way too much time in all of these bars in my youth. Okay. Hello, funny IRL clips. Really good to see you. Hello, hello. I know. Hello, Stephanie. Really good to see you. Sorry, I know I definitely will have forgotten to saying hello to certain people, so I do apologise if you've come in the chat and I have missed you. I've got a lot of glare at the moment as well. Here's your sun. Okay, so this is for you, Stephen. Let's find the sun for you. There it is. Sun is playing games. Sun is playing games. It's hiding again. Sun is playing games. I'll find it for you again. Sun is playing games. Okay, so there we go. That was ACDC Lane, everyone. And I'm now going to head down towards Flinders Street Station, and we'll go past Hosier Lane, which is the other big street art location. So the most famous of all of the laneways is Hosier Lane. So lurk away. It's meant to be lurk friendly. So we've got as long as I have on my battery, basically. Now I do apologise, everyone. I'm pretty sure I've got a sing stream scheduled for like 10 minutes time, which obviously I'm in the city. So I will try to reschedule that. Or Pug, if you're near a computer, can you push it back a couple of hours? If not, I'll do it after this. So I do apologise. That I forgot to move it before I headed down here. So here, let me make sure I didn't. Oh, nice. I'm really glad you're enjoying it. See, I love Melbourne. I love this city with a passion. Here's some nice gum trees, gum leaves. So let's have a look at these gum leaves when we come past. So it's good for me because I would be walking down here anyway. So it's really nice to be able to show you some of the stuff I love while I'm doing it. So that's gum leaves, which are an Australian native. And you will hear me talking about gum leaves all the time. Okay. So as we would say in Italy, andiamo, which means let's go. Hurry up, let's move. And there's a heap of Christmas decorations up here. Now we're not too far away from St Paul's Cathedral and back to Flinders Street Station, which is where we would have been earlier today when I left you. So we're kind of doing a bit of a loop of the city. And I know there's quite a few things here people really like. Now, unfortunately, being a public holiday, everything's closed today. There's only 2 days of the year where everything closes in Australia. One is today and one is Easter Sunday. Other than that, you'd normally have shops, supermarkets, all this other stuff open. So I will come back in the next couple of days and do more of it. This is one of my favourite buildings up ahead here, which is the old Forum. And it's got this really kitsch dome on top, but the insides are all painted, and it's one of the beautiful old theatres. So I'll show you that a little bit as we walk past. So you can see from the roof, you'll be able to see here, it looks just like it's should be attached to the Taj Mahal. So there you go. So there's the old Forum. I remember when that was this movie theatre. It's also used for venues. I saw Groove Armada there. I've seen quite a few bands there over time. So up ahead is Federation Square. You bumped it an hour, you're a legend. Thank you so much, Pug. I really appreciate it. So as you can see, kind of a mix of the old and the new. The new is very much Federation Square, which I will have shown you a little bit from the outside in the past, but I haven't taken you on a full walkthrough yet, so I will do that in the future. So we're going to head down here and do some more street art. Who let the pugs out? We're on the road with Pug Face, looking for art. We're on the road with Pug Face, looking for art. There is a dream catcher in the window next to a lotus flower that isn't real. That isn't real. I don't get fake plants, but that's just me. I don't suppose I have to. So here we go, coming into some more of the street art here, everyone. So this is Hosier Lane I was mentioning before. So Hosier Lane is the most famous of all of our street art streets. And with a lot of stuff, you'll always get a lot of magpies. So there we go, there's an angry magpie in a gas mask, because, you know, why not? There's some more Casper up here, who I was showing you before. This one's been here for a long time. I'm not a big fan of that one, but that's okay. I don't have to like them all. So, let's do some more art. And let's see if I can find you a pug, hey? That was the challenge, I think. See, normally when you come down here, you can't do anything because it's normally an absolute sea of people. But it's not too bad at the moment. Hello, Jackson. Really good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Too many things with guns in them. We do not want the guns. Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone's taken too many selfies, or I'd be able to show you all of it, but people think their egos are more important than everyone else, so, you know. He's been here recently, so we get a lot of shark stuff at the moment. It's all over our ads and stuff. Very dodgy betting ads and stuff like that. So here we go. A lot of you Americans will recognise all this sort of stuff, which, you know. So here we go. Sorry, let me see what you wrote. I can't quite read it. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Purple Moon. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there probably are more guns in America than kangaroos in Australia. One of my favourites is just behind here on this wall too, so I'm going to go and see if we can find that. But so much of it's been covered up that so little of the original stuff's still here, and it's all become this mess of fucking tags over street art. Unfortunately, that's the way it's gone. These all would have been beautiful pieces of art, and now they're just tags. So anyway, this is a bit disheartening, particularly as a Melbourne artist, to see that every decent piece of art has been covered up by some idiot's name. But hey, we are in the era of make my name bigger than yours. Now it does smell a little bit like pee down here, but we're going to keep doing the best we can. Here we go, some more pigeons. And some more street art. So this one's not too bad. But see, what I find with a lot of the artwork now, they're all just doing representations of Marvel comics and movies and It's like the whole cosplay thing. People don't wear individual costume, they just dress up as other things. So I find the street art's gone the same way. It's all become very, very genetic. It's all just become this and this and this. Just endless tags. I mean, that would have been 50 beautiful pieces of art in the past. Now, there is one beautiful one up here. I'll do a zoom in for you. There we go. So this one's cool. There you go. Hello, hello. Oi, oi. Really good to see you. Okay, let me get out of here because it's getting a bit stinky. Ooh. Sorry, everyone, so we can focus again. There we go. So bloody JK girls. Like, who would dress as a teenager to make a man happy? I really don't get it. So, okay. So, here we go. I'm going to have to end soon because we are going to run out of battery. And as you can see, everyone's being really rude today and just standing in the way, pretending they're the only people in the world. So, on that note, I will love you and leave you all. I'll just show you what's left in this. Now, unfortunately, the last time I came down here, it was art. Today, it is all tagging. It is 5 pieces of art and people's names. So this is a great concern for me as a Melbourne artist, because what happened to all the artwork? Like, what happened to it? This is meant to be our preeminent street art street. Where is the street art? Where is it? So, and the thing is, any decent street art here has been covered up by all that crap. So this is people. There you go. That is hardly good street art. Okay, so I apologise everyone, I'm actually a bit upset about this because I've been down here 1,000,001 times before and there is no art left in Hosier Lane. There is 10 pictures and a lot of tagging. What happened to all of our art? Where did it all go? Okay, so this is Fed Square ahead here. And I apologise everyone, this is meant to be our preeminent street art street and it is people's names written on a wall with 4 or 5 pieces of art and a hell of a lot of tourists. So there you go, a little bit of me just died inside then as a Melbourne girl. What the fuck? Okay, so up ahead here we have Federation Square, we have Flinders Street Station. This is one of my favourite buildings here, which is NGV. So National Gallery of Victoria. This is the new one they built just for Australian artists. And I'll show you on the inside of this because it has the coolest glass you've ever seen. So, hello, Hailey Bear, really good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry everyone, I just had I can't believe there's no street art left in Hosier Lane. I can't believe that the tagging has got so bad that there's no street art left. It's just devastating. Thank you so much, Government Watchdogs News. I really, really appreciate it. It's really disheartening, and I find so much of the world's gone this way. Like, why did they need to cover up all of that good art? Why is putting one person's name on a wall more important than a piece of art? I don't get it. I do not get it. I do not get it. Now, I came in here today because I actually want to do street art. But why would I waste my time to put a piece of art on the wall when some idiot's just going to come and write their name over it 5 minutes later? Now, this has been an issue for a long time. I know this because I know people that are in street art, and I had this conversation 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but it's obviously a lot worse than I thought it was. So it's a little upsetting for me. But anyway, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. So let me at least show you how cool this looks from the inside. So this is Federation Square here. So we have ACME ahead, which is the Australian Centre for the Moving Image. So you get really cool stuff in there. And then off to the other side of me is the NGV Australia, so our second national gallery. We're building the third one at the moment. And I love this glass work. So when you're inside, all the light gets thrown in really interesting ways because of it. And I'll show you what the ground looks like. So look at that, how beautiful is that? And you did ask for some sky, so there we go, I've just found the sun. There's the sun. So, and one of the things I like about this building is it's all different effects. So every time of the day will look completely different. So I'll do a quick little 360 for you, showing you what we're looking at here. So that's Hosier Lane. We're at here, and this is the front of the Forum Theatre that I was showing you before. Hello. Okay, we also have SBS in here, which is our multicultural television station. Has their studios in here. And a lot of Federation Square will have this sort of different monochromatic effects on it as well. So I'm a particular fan of this art gallery. I spent a lot of time in there. I do particularly love the Australian artwork, but it will all be closed up at the moment because it's a public holiday here. So and some palms and ferns, sorry, not palms. And see, this is the beauty of it. All these lovely plants and stuff are always right in the middle of everything. Thank you so much for the super chats, everyone. I do really appreciate it. I do apologise if I have missed anyone. Oh, nice. Good idea getting a DSLR. I actually nearly brought my DSLR with me today, but I figured I probably wouldn't have time to use it, and I just laden myself down, and in hindsight it was a good choice. But I normally bring my DSLR camera in when I come in as well, and do some static filming as well. So I will just take you up to the top section of Federation Square here, and then I'll leave all of you here. This is some of our native rocks, so some jaspers and stuff like that, which will show you some of the beautiful colours of our landscape and stuff. So I was in the crystal industry for a very long time, so this sort of stuff I know. It's definitely the colour of Australia, and I'm really glad that they used all of these stoneworks in the square here, because it really shows you all the beautiful ochres and stuff like that. Okay, so here we have Federation Square. So I'll just show you quickly where I am. Straight ahead we've got Flinders Street Station, where I will have shown you a few times, and I'm heading back now. So we've got the side of ACME here, which is the Australian Centre for Moving Image. How cool is this? I'll show you this from underneath. How beautiful is that design? Oh, I'm glad you like it. I can feel the sun on me, Stephen, so I'll get you some more sun. And as you'll see with a lot of these buildings, they've all got really interesting angles. And here's our sun. Now they have a massive screen here, so you always have big outdoor events and stuff like that going on. They'll often film stuff. People will get together for different events and everything like that. So I have the ability to put on some performances and stuff there as well. There's a stage too. So hopefully we'll do some of that. There is a nice statue over here. I'll just show you quickly on the way past. Because I find life's all about cycles and orbits. And this one's definitely about cycles and orbits. So this is by Inga King, called The Rings of Jupiter, from 2006 in Warrandyte, Melbourne, made of stainless steel. So there's the artist detail. It's really cool. And I love the shadow it throws too. It's beautiful orbits. Hello, how are you? Really good to see you, Peter. Really good to see you, Unicorn Vlogs. I hope you are well. So these are beautiful gum trees I was talking about as well, and they're all in flower at the moment, which are really pretty. So on that note, everyone, I'm getting really hot and I need to go and sit for a minute. So I will love you and leave you and go and find out when my next train is and all that sort of stuff, and get myself home so we can pick up and do some singing. Oh, look at this one. That's cool. This is Australia. There we go. So there we are, everyone. A bit of Fred Square, a bit of Melbourne. I do hope you've all enjoyed it on this very, very hot Christmas day. Now, this is what we call a peewee or a mudlark. Straight ahead, a lot of people think of that as a magpie. It is not a magpie, it is a magpie lark. And overseas, particularly in the UK, when they think of a magpie, this is what they mean. It's not actually a magpie, it's quite a bit smaller. It is an Australian native though. So there we go, this is a peewee, aka a mudlark, aka a magpie lark. And not a magpie. They have a really nice little bird sound too. There you go. And it's out of there. Okay, whoops. I'm really glad you're enjoying the sky. So hello Butterfish, really good to see you. Hello, hello Tim, really good to see you. Hello Warlock, really good to see you. Yeah, come and visit. I'll take you out, show you cool shit. We've got the Melbourne Spire up ahead here, which is the top of the art centre, so you'll see the spire there as well. The Yarra River's down here, everything like that. But on that note, everyone, I do apologise. I am getting really hot and I am carrying way too much stuff. So I am going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. It's been a huge amount of fun. I will be back in a couple of hours for some singing with Pug. So I best go get myself home so we can do just that. And until next time, I hope you all have a great day. There goes my battery warning. Oh my God. Where's my end button?
And others.